Hi there, this is Chloe with a Tapping Tuesday session. And today I thought about offering a tapping session to help for anyone who is part of the hashtag #MeToo, because I know that for a lot of us, the things that are going on and all the stories in the media and the hashtag itself has been bringing up perhaps memories and feelings and thoughts and emotions and sometimes bodily sensations and a lot of stuff that it could be quite helpful to finally release. Or a lot of people have been pushing things down and they've come up, and it would be good to really work through that. But I didn't feel like this was an appropriate arena for that, because dealing with things like that can be like opening a can of worms, and I don't feel like it's ethical to do that just in an open video. That it could be important to have more support, more of a holding space for that. So if anyone would be interested in a tapping session for that, please do feel free to email me with the subject line #MeToo, and I will offer some free sessions on that. So instead of doing that today, what I did was drew a tarot card for what we could look at today in this tapping session, in this open forum. And the card that I drew was the Page of Pentacles. So here we have, what I see in this card today is the idea of perhaps struggling to make some changes, to make a fresh start in something around physical well-being. And that could be trying to improve the way that you eat, or it could be trying to improve the way that you take care of your body, either in terms of physical movement or something else. So that's what we're going to tap on for today. So if you have a situation where perhaps you're struggling a little bit and you want to make changes, you want to see an improvement in your sense of physical well-being, your sense of wellness in your body, then consider how strongly are you feeling that struggle right now, or the emotions around the wanting to, the it being hard. How intense does that feel to you on a scale of 0 to 10, where 10 is the strongest you might feel it and 0 is doesn't bother me at all? So take a moment to tune into yourself and write it down. And if you kind of feel like you're not sure what the number is, just take a guess and write it down. So I'm going to write down mine, and then we'll make a start. So even though I'm struggling to make these changes to improve my sense of physical well-being, so just tap along. And if anything doesn't feel right to you in what I say, you can say something different, or you can just keep tapping in silence, but please do just keep tapping. So even though I'm struggling with this change to improve my sense of physical well-being, I'm here and I'm okay. Even though I'm struggling to make changes that I know that I need to make to improve my sense of physical well-being, I'm learning to accept myself as I am. Even though I'm struggling to make needed changes to improve my sense of wellness, I'm here and I'm learning to accept myself. This feeling of struggle, these changes that I want to make, these changes that I need to make. And it might be changes in the way that I eat or what I eat. And it could be changes to how I move my body, what I do with my body. It could be both of these. And I'm struggling a bit. And that's just how it is right now. This feeling of struggling. And there might be other feelings there too. Maybe I feel angry at myself. Maybe I feel frustrated. Maybe I feel ashamed. Maybe I feel sad. All these feelings. These feelings are mine. And I want to let them go. So just place your hands on your heart and take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. And I invite you to tune into yourself again to see how intensely you're feeling those things now. And sometimes you may find that focusing on something, it kind of brings more energy to it. You notice it more, perhaps become more aware of it. And that's just fine. And I would encourage you to keep tapping. In any case, we're going to do a second round now, and you can also always rewind and redo it from the start, or do it over a few times. So please do just keep tapping, and we'll do another round now. So tune into yourself and write down how intense it is. And then we'll do another round. Even though I still feel a bit of a sense of a struggle around improving my physical well-being, I'm here and I'm okay. Even though I'm still struggling a bit with making changes to improve my sense of wellness, I'm learning to accept myself as I am. Even though I'm still struggling to make needed changes so that I can feel better about myself physically, I'm here and I'm learning to accept myself. These remaining feelings, these remaining thoughts, these remaining sensations, and there's a part of me that wants to make this change, or these changes. And there's a part of me that's still struggling with it. And I'm learning to accept these feelings and to accept myself as a person who has feelings. Learning to manage these thoughts so I can let them go and make the changes I want to make. These feelings that I still have. And I'm learning to let them go. And I'm learning to accept myself. And accepting myself doesn't mean giving up. It means being more compassionate. so that I can make these changes in a loving, kind way. So that I can make these changes last. And I can do this. I'm learning to do this. Take a deep breath and gently release it. So I'd invite you once again to check in on how you're feeling now about that. See if it's changed. Sometimes you might find that it still feels quite intense, but if you look inside and think yourself into it or feel your way into it, you notice that actually it may be different emotions or a different aspect of it. Like before you were thinking about cravings around food, and now you're thinking about why didn't I do that workout, or that it's shifted in some way. And it's important to recognize when it's shifted a bit, because that means that there are changes happening. And sometimes it can feel like slow work, but it's definitely worth carrying on and doing more of, so that you make those changes and bring a greater sense of wellness to yourself and your physical well-being. So that's been this Tapping Tuesday. And once again, as I say, if you want any help with that, please do come and find me over at magicalwellness.co. Blessed be.